Hello, this is Mr. Kent of MrKent.com. And a few weeks ago, I had some comments and questions as to what was going on with the Flight Data Manager and the Bebop telemetry, and because it didn't seem to be working. Well, it's working for me, and at that point in time, I wasn't too concerned. I didn't know. I thought it must be okay. But I was kind and I said, I'll check into it. Well, before I even was able to check into it, my friend Skip sent me an email and said this is something I should know about. And as it turned out, I wasn't watching for upgrades in firmware or anything, but without me knowing about it, Parrot went ahead and upgraded the firmware in the Bebop 2 and the Bebop 2 Power from version 4.4.2 up to 4.7.1. And so the smart people who pay attention to that kind of stuff, they did the upgrade, and then from then on, when they wanted to put the flight data at the bottom of the screen, the overlay, the Flight Data Manager crashed. And so I decided, okay, I'll go ahead and see what's going on. So I did the upgrade. This video right here is what I flew after doing the upgrade, and you'll notice there is no telemetry because I couldn't get it to work through the Flight Data Manager. And so in the meantime, Skip had told me about a website, and I'll put a link to that website in the description at the bottom of the video here. And it's a very quick explanation of what you can do to revert back to the 4.4.2. But it goes through everything pretty fast. And so Skip did a really, really good job of explaining things. And so then I followed his instructions, plus the instructions on the other link, and I'll put a link to his video because his video is very detailed and very easy to understand. This video here is the one that I made after following his instructions and reverting back to version 4.4.2, and it works great, and everything is just what you would expect. So I would suggest it if you want to continue to put flight data information at the bottom of your screens. You'll need to revert back to this 4.4.2. Now in both of the videos, Skip's video, which is very detailed, and the video which goes through the steps very fast, they suggest that they give you a link to go to a Dropbox and download the firmware reversal package to get back to the 4.4.2 version. And it's a lot of work to go through, so I have put a link on my site at mrkent.com/bebop, and of course I've got a lot of information on that page, but the one that you're interested in is this one right here. You download the zip file, and when you download that zip file, okay, so I've downloaded the zip file, and this is what it's going to look like. And I tried this top one. I experimented around. This one does nothing except maybe goes back to the old the new file, the 4.7.1. But if you double click on this one here after you've unzipped it, then this is the file that you want to use. And what you'll need to do is you'll need to put that file onto a dual drive chip, and because you're going to go from your computer to the little USB port on the Bebop. So that's what you're going to want to use, and so you'll have to get something. I got mine at Walmart for $14.95. So that's what, and then you'll just plug that, follow the instructions that Skip gives you, and plug it into your drone and turn it on and give it plenty of time. They say 8 minutes. I gave it 15. Anyway, and then you turn off the drone, pull out the adapter, and turn the drone back on. And I always like to do a factory reset after I've done stuff like this, so I did that. And in the meantime, while that 8-minute thing is taking place, you want to be sure and uninstall FreeFlight Pro and reinstall it. And you'll have to go through all the new stuff to get it back working again. But I didn't uninstall mine, and it wouldn't work until according to Skip's information he sent me, he said just reinstall FreeFlight Pro. I did that, and it worked great. So anyway, I'm going to keep this as short as possible. I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.